Shalom, starting off giving all glory and praises to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Kakwadash, God of Israel, to the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, lands, and Native Americans, spread across the four corners of the earth as we know it. Shalom to the, I want to say, next up, double honors to and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, to the Akims and the Akos of that count, as well as the true affiliates. And shalom to the Akims and the Akus, like I just said, the brothers and the few sisters in this truth. This is the brother Yashar coming in from the camp, Children of Light. They did hit our camp with a strike or two. So right now, no content is being uploaded. It's cool though. We all still have our personal channels. But I'm gonna get into this. So you know, I was sitting here today thinking, you know, what am I gonna do a lesson on? And you know, we look at my channel. I've covered from the last week, I'll say. You know, I've covered a couple things. You know, seeing a girl dying from eating from food, being allergic to food in her school. She died from it. They told her no, it didn't have pistachios in the little dessert, and she ate it, and she was allergic to nuts and ended up dying from it. So showing us not to trust our enemy Esau. As you can see, the second one, I went in on the digital reset, Revelation chapter 13, and the one right here 6 days ago, going in on judgment of Israel. You know, with the California fires we seen in the Palisades, how that whole community was basically nothing but black Boule members. From their families, from 50, 40 years plus, 30 years plus, down to them and their kids, all right? All neighborhoods and communities gone in a week, you know, if not faster than that. So, that being said, we're going to get into it. I got a video on YouTube. And, this guy right here, I'm new. I've never seen this channel before until now. It's called Marine X. I actually go ahead and subscribe to it. He going on all different types of things going on in the world. But yeah, he basically like a what do they call it? Doomsday prepper, if you may. All right. So, but this is what he has to say about. As you can see the title. All right. Just read the title. I'm not even gonna say it, just due to all the strikes going out. So just read the title, and we're gonna listen to what he said.
What do I mean by that? The first recorded H5N1 bird flu death has been recorded in the United States.
Okay, now you see what he just said, all right? And this was from what, 6 days ago, so almost a week ago. And remind you, you know, the presidential. Not election, because America already elected their president. They already chose, right? The inauguration. It's Tuesday. Okay? So, let's roll it.
So, the Louisiana Department of Education recorded H5N1 bird flu death has been recorded in the United States. So, the Louisiana Department of Education reported that the person who was admitted to the hospital, who was the first U.S. case of the avian influenza virus, or H5N1 virus.
Now, I just want to, something I was just thinking about. It was in Louisiana, as reported. I don't, you know, he didn't say the city. You know, we can always look that up. But we just had the New Year's attack in Louisiana, okay? And then we just had, you know, the Super Bowl is coming up next month, February. And that's in Louisiana. You know, just to put it out here, it could may or may not happen. I wouldn't be surprised with how things happen in the world today that they come out and say, oh, all these people gathered here for the Super Bowl and somebody contracted the H5N1. You know, that's definitely something Esau could use to say, oh, we don't know how many people got it. You know, it's already confirmed case. Now it's other confirmed cases across the nation, and we found out that those people were on planes and they came to the Super Bowl and they left. So whoever was on that plane with them, you might have it, and that's how the last one started, right? So let's go back.
Has now died. Not only the first person in the United States, but the first person in Louisiana, hence why they have the story. And we'll talk about why that's important, because it's the first case of the H5N1 bird flu death. Also, Trump is speeding his way towards inauguration. And these seem to be unrelated, but they're not really, because we may be headed towards the opportunity for Trump to be in charge of another pandemic. Whatever your opinion about how he handled the first related, but they're not really, because we may be headed towards the opportunity for Trump to be in charge of another pandemic. Whatever.
All right. And you know, I watched the first 2 minutes of this video, and I'm gonna stop it right there and go to the precepts, because that is right then and there what he just said. That's you know, Second Ezra chapter 9:1 tells us to measure the times diligently in itself, and what he said is on point. Think about who the president was when it first started. You know, Donald Trump, from what 2016 to 2020. You know, the pandemic came in what 2019, late 2019, early 2020. Then you had Biden go for 4 years, playing the puppet, and then now, you know, it calmed down, and now Trump finna get inaugurated in 2 days. And why not rally back up? Because remember, they said it's about 5 different viruses going on right now as we speak. You know, that they 5 different V's that they can play with and say you got either one of them. All right. So with that being said, let's go to the precepts. Starting off Revelation 12:12. I only got 3. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." And well, let me keep going. "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." Okay, and we seeing that right now. Because like me and the Akim was talking about, Yahweh Kanan Jr., is that we don't have more than, you know, Yahweh Sharatazah. Yahweh Bashim Sharatazah. We don't have more than 5 years on this earth, or 3 years. Okay, we can start saying them type of things now, and it's not far fetched. All right. Yahweh Sharatazah, man, we probably even got another year to a year and a half here in this hellhole. All right. So we rejoicing. The elect, we rejoicing, because we seeing these things come to pass. But at the same time, we're watching, you know, of course, being watchmen. Scripture tells us to be watchmen in Ezekiel, but we're watching the devil come down with his great wrath. We about to see it, which I was just thinking is we about to see the ones closest to us, you know, if they haven't already, we about to see them be drastically affected, whether it be from death, whether it be from having no money to buy anything, you know, whether it be from a sickness. We about to see all them things, because the devil, Lucifer, Satan, Esau, okay, which Lucifer means in the Greek Hayel, all right, light bearer, the shining one. Who has the light of this world? Come on now, the Illuminati, the elites, the Edomites, all right. So if they the light bearers of this world and they the devil, and they only got a short time, they about to unleash utter chaos on the people. Order Ab Chao, order out of chaos. It's like if we all see the movies, okay? How you will have the evil madman, he'll go set the bomb in the building for 5 minutes, grab all his money, his weapons, all his possessions, pack it up in his SUV and take off, right? And go drive to the helicopter. And then just as you think the building gonna blow up, You have the superhero come save the building in 3 seconds. And that's going to be Yahweh Shah, representing him coming saving us as the elect, all right? With the angels. Because we actually going to get into that in Zechariah chapter 9. Zephaniah. Exactly, it was Zechariah. But so that represents Trump coming back in the office and getting the job done. Because think about this, Trump already moved the chess pieces into place. He just ready to go ahead and execute now. He just literally waiting on that power seat to be able to execute judgment. He already set up his shadow government. You feel me? Well, it's really not a shadow government because we see who is in it and who ain't in it. But he already set up his pieces of who he wants to be around to execute his orders. With Elon Musk and different officials that he's hired and fired, right? We see motherfucker got assassinated, okay, from the Luigi dude. He assassinated that. I forgot who he was, But yeah, man. So they moving fast with their agendas, man. So hey, we in them times to where we gotta lean on Yahweh Shai and His Word to have this understanding on how to stay separated from the world, but at the same time still have to abide in this world. All right, so let's go to Matthew chapter 24. One of my favorite chapters, man, because this is a heavy chapter too. Any Christian want to talk about some peace, love, and happiness, motherfucker, it's the last days. Why is everything peace, love, and happiness? No, let's read it. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. We seeing that right now with the wars going on. And remember, World War III still is prophetic. Okay, behold, 2 woes have passed, and the third come quickly. Okay, so that still is prophecy. So we still got that on the horizon. We still got that. Joel chapter 3. We still waiting on a full force U.S. to move them troops to the Middle East, to the Levant, to go meet against their enemies, Russia, China, Iran, and their allies, and fight. Okay, basically NATO versus BRICS, to sum it all up. Verse 8. Oh no, I didn't finish. Verse 7. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. We just saw an earthquake. Well, no, we just saw a volcano in what was that? Saudi Arabia? It was either Saudi Arabia or India, which we know volcanoes make earthquakes, diverse places, right? Because it was on an island. The people went all their life living by a damn volcano, thinking nothing would happen, and one day the Most High put a timer on it, and the timer went off and it erupted. All right, now you got to move everything you ever owned out of that location because it's nothing but molten lava, and you don't know where you finna go. Verse 8. Also famines. Verse 7. Back in verse 7. Also famines, because if you got something like the BF, the bird, you know who, all right, the bird, you know who going around. That means ain't no chickens finna be getting eaten, all right? Ain't no turkey finna be getting eaten. Come on now. Chicken is the number one most sold. Well, I have to fact check that, but we know chicken. I'm pretty sure chicken is the number one most sold meat in America. What's the number one most sold meat in America? I know it's chicken. Chicken poultry, all right? So everybody eats chicken. Now everybody can't eat chicken. You know what I'm saying? And pestilences. Well, yeah, that's a pestilence. A virus, a pandemic, that's a pestilence. Okay? Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. See that? The beginning of sorrows. You thought COVID was something. You thought that was something. And everybody want to go get a Pringles chip. They think that's going to be their lifeline, your salvation, your savior. You being saved is a Pringles chip in your body. You crazy. You what the Apostle Paul say, they err not knowing the scriptures. Okay? Like what did the Yahweh Shai say to the woman in Samaria? Ye know not what ye worship, but we know what we worship. Alright? We don't worship man, we worship Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and we do what he say and follow his order. We ain't getting no Pringles chips. Unless it's the physical one. with the smiling man on it that you eat. All right. So let's go to Zechariah chapter 9 verse 10. So like chapter 9 verse 12. And the reason that I picked this out is because remember, which they showed you this in they show you this in a lot of freaking movies, but they specifically showed you this in any post-apocalyptic movie, any chaotic movie, basically riots, race wars, martial law, people coming against people, you know, second Edges 15, 16. So this is Zechariah chapter 9 verse 12. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. All right. Now the prisoners of the stronghold the prisoners of hope is the elect, the remnant. Okay. Because think about it, that's all we can do is hope. That's why we call it the hopeful elect. You know, we hope that we can be a part of salvation and not destruction. You know, that's why we constantly enduring this life and putting in work in His truth. Whether it be from studying or making videos or being on the highways and byways, you know, or just simply congregating with the Akims through prayer, through fasting, through reading, you know, edifying yourself, edifying the spirit, edifying the flock. That's how you turn to the stronghold, the truth. That's the stronghold. All right, Yahweh Shemi Hawashah, you know how we say it. Yahweh Shemi Hawashah, Bashem Rakakodash, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Verse 13, and see it say, verse 12. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee, right? Because we get a reward for doing this truth. This ain't just, we don't just get to the kingdom of heaven to be as equal as the 2/3. No, we in the truth. We got the truth. We get the reward of the truth, okay? That's to be kings and priests of Israel and of the whole world. Verse 13, when I have bent Judah for me, meaning the southern kingdom, filled the bow with Ephraim, which is the northern kingdom, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, who represents the Edomites, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. Because, once again, order out of chaos, we use that term a lot here in Israel, order out of chaos. You're going to have, remember, Trump, he already said he trying to get these migrants out of here, you know. His official didn't say exactly when they was officially planning that, but we know that the plan is they trying to get them out of here because they time is expired. They've used them all. They've used them for what they want to use them for. All right, they don't need them no more. So with that being said, these migrants is gonna be fed up, and they're gonna be like, man, y'all did us wrong. You want to send us back to a third world country that we don't even have nothing to live for in, you know, making dollars a day, $20, $30, $40 a day. I mean, in America, we was at least making $100 and $200 a day. Now y'all trying to send us back, and then Judah, on the other hand, which is the southern kingdom, once again, they gonna be like, damn, we've been here the whole time in America, and we went through the pandemic. You know, we went through the mask, the mandates, and all. You can't go in this store, and you know, and you got to take off work, and you got to get a chip. I mean, not a chip. I was talking about the Doritos chip. You know, nobody wants Doritos anymore. You know, inside joke. You got to get a you know, the jab, right? And so Jake ain't trying to go through that again. Jake trying to live his best life. So Jake in the northern kingdom, the spirit is gonna be put on them to say, you know what? F these crackers, F these Pringles chips, F all this shit. Let's go ahead. What's Jake's favorite line in the streets? Let's get it back in blood. All right, and that's what's gonna happen. Because as we continue to verse 14, we're gonna close it. And the Lord shall be seen over them. And verse 13, it made thee as the sword of a mighty man, right? The spirit is gonna be put on, because Jake, northern and southern kingdom together, can't no other nation fuck with them. And they got their power over them, filling them. They can't no other nation fuck with them. I don't give a fuck if it's 1,000,000 Edomites and it's only 1,000 Israelites. If the Most High got to put the spirit upon them to execute his judgment and to whoop ass, can't nobody fuck with Israel. That's all top. We got that blessing like that. All right. So verse 14, and the Lord shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall go forth as the lightning, and the Lord shall blow the trumpet, and shall go with the whirlwinds of the south. Those whirlwinds are chariots. So basically, that's how we know that we're near the end, because as soon as you see martial law, insurrection, people fighting the people fighting against the police and the National Guard and fighting back, basically Israelites fighting Edomites, you know, that, because think about it, a lot of them police members and National Guards, they ain't just all Edomites, they Israelites too. So they gonna have to make a decision. Do I stay here and fight for my family, or do I stay here and fight for a government that I may not even be able to trust, because they may just backdoor me and you know, throw me out as mired as shit in the streets, you know? So they even gonna have to make a decision, you know, fight for my family or fight for the government. A lot of them gonna say fuck the government. They gonna fight for their family. They gonna join these militias and these Proud Boys and all these different organizations, you know, that come up against the government. But verse 15, basically that's gonna lead from now what we see, the build up of the chaos. So when the chaos happens, when they announce these things, martial law, you know, everybody mandated masks, curfews, all that, just like they did 4 years ago. That's when we gonna see the people rile up and say, nope, we not having this shit again. We ain't going through that shit again. Let's get this shit going. And at the very end, which is leading up to Judgment Day, that's when chapter 15 is gonna be verse 14 is gonna be fully fulfilled. Because we're not going to see Yahweh Shah on this earth until Judgment Day with his angels until Judgment Day, okay? That's why Psalm chapter 110 and 1 says, excuse me. Let's go to it real quick. Psalms 110 and 1, and then I'm going to close it out. It says, Psalm of David, the Lord, which is the Yahweh, all caps, said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thy enemies thy footstool. All right. The Lord shall send a rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. In the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning thou hast to do of thy youth. Right. Because the earth is going to be put back into its youth. Right now, the earth is old and expired and abused and radiated. All right, all these chemicals and you know, the earth is made up of blood. All these people, dead bodies in the earth. Yahushua is coming back to make the war, to end all wars. He's coming back to establish order as the King of Israel on this earth. And in the heaven, we know that everything is going to be renewed. And we're going to rejoice in the heaven. I mean, we're going to rejoice because that is us. That's what's for us, all right? What's to come. But definitely just wanted to bring that out. You know, so be looking for these different... First of all, when Trump gets elected, us brothers all know that it's go time. No more playing. You know, the American people, they used to playing and having fun. No more playing. All right, it's go time. So with that, shalom.